What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a new YouTube video. I am finally back, and in this video I am going to show you how to be a professional player at the Forge in Roblox. Now, this game just released and it's gained a ton of new players, and I'm seeing people do things they're probably not supposed to do if they want to get good, and I kind of want to teach you guys the most effective and reliable method to get money and levels and good stuff really quickly. So I'm going to cover three things in this video. I'm going to cover pickaxes, I'm going to cover forging, and I'm going to cover the monsters. So the first thing we want to do before doing any of those three things is we want to go to settings and we want to scroll all the way down, and we're going to see codes. I'm going to put the codes on screen for you right now. What these codes give you is totems, but more importantly, they're going to give you these things called race reroll spins. What these do is they're going to give you a specific race, they give specific buffs that's going to really help in your playthrough. If we go to race menu right now, I'm a golem, I get 30% more health, 30% more size, 15 attack speed with heavy weapons, but I lose 10% movement speed, and I have a stone heart, which gives me a 50% chance to lower incoming damage by 25, so it's really good for fighting mobs. Now, these codes are going to give you, like, I don't know, 15 rerolls maybe, so maybe you get something good, and once you do that, then we can get into the actual game. So, you are not going to be on this first island for a long time. I was here maybe 20 minutes before I moved on to the next island, because you only need level 10, and that's kind of where you're going to stay until your max level or until there's an update. So the tutorial basically covers almost everything you want to know. It covers the basics, and then it kind of just leaves you on your own to figure out what you want to do, take your own path, etc. So I'm going to walk you through my path personally, because I haven't played a lot and I am already super good. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go, at least pickaxe wise, you're going to want to go from the bronze pickaxe to the iron pickaxe to the gold pickaxe, and then not buy the platinum pickaxe. I stayed at the gold pickaxe till I bought another pickaxe at the second island, but we'll get to that eventually. Now, to get out of here really quick, you're going to want to go into the cave, and you're going to see these two guys right here. This guy gives you a zombie quest, I think, or no, this guy gives you a zombie quest, and this guy gives you a mining quest. And you're basically going to want to do these quests because they're going to give you easy XP and money to get out of here really quickly. Now, I know a lot of you guys might be wondering about this pickaxe right here. Don't get it. It's not good. It gives you negative 30% mining speed. We do not want that. So I wasn't here a long time, like I said a little bit ago. So what I did is I kind of just broke these pebbles, and then once you finish breaking these pebbles, I went to go forge some new armor and stuff. And then I went back, I destroyed some boulders, and then I kind of rinsed and repeated until I got level 10 and kind of left this place. Now, let's go to the forging, because forging really isn't important on this island because you can't really get much good ores. The best ore here is a 1/131. So it massively scales up here in Forgotten Kingdom because you can start getting really rare ores. The way forging works is that you put in specific ores to get specific buffs on your stuff and such. So here it's not going to really matter. The more ores you put into the 4 slots, the higher percentage of like heavy things you're going to get. So for example, if I'm going to put 3 of these dark bonites, I'm only going to get a dagger. And you don't really want a dagger, so I'm going to put maybe 12 of these guys, and then I'm going to get, oh, a great sword. Then I'm going to scroll here, oh, I have 11 combat, I'm going to put 11 of this, and then I'm going to get a great axe. Or I have 32% chance for a colossal sword. I kind of want to max out my colossal sword odds. I'm going to put more and more and more until the percentage goes up. And it's going to be the same thing for armor. You're going to put more ores in, you're going to get a higher percentage for a better chest plate and leggings, and so on. Now, what makes this game so challenging is that you need a lot of ores for the heavy stuff. So if you want a really heavy, good armor piece, you're going to have to put in a ton of these legendary ores that are super hard to obtain, in my opinion. So it's going to take you a while to get all of those. So the tutorial did go over the enhancer and the rune maker, but you won't really need the rune maker until you get into the later stages. Like, for example, if I was to go in here and enchant my arcane pickaxe and use like a miner shard, this costs 40,000 because it's in a really expensive pickaxe, and all it does is boost it by 8%. Obviously it scales down if you have bad pickaxes, the price isn't going to be that big, but I haven't really used this. I mainly rely on miner and luck potions because they're really cheap and they last long and they're efficient. Now the enhancer, on the other hand, you only want to use him with really good gear because the price does scale up massively. So if I was to select my hammer and press enhance, it would be $650. Now that doesn't seem like a lot for a hammer, but you guys want to remember, you're going to be constantly upgrading your gear. So it's going to scale from 650 to 930 and then 1200, and it's going to take more essence, and then it's going to have a craft chance that's lower than 100%. But if you do have money, you're going to want to enhance your stuff because it is super good, and also put some runes on your pickaxe because runes do help massively. I'm just waiting until I have enough money to put all 3 runes on my pickaxe because I'm weird like that, I guess. There are also these little guys around, like this guy is gonna ask you to find his lost guitar, which I'll show you where it is in a second. And this guy over here is gonna tell you, oh, please find my cat, but you're not gonna find them until later because for some reason you need like 100,000 gold to unlock his cat. But you can do the lost guitar quest really easily. You go in the cave and you just go through here, and the lost guitar is gonna be right here. And then you're gonna just go up here and then kind of just get out of the cave. So that is pretty much it for this area. I don't know a lot about this area, so I'm not gonna spend too much of my time. There is one other thing I wanted to mention. I was gonna mention it later in the video, but we're here, so we might as well go mention it. In the cave, I think it's the guitar quest that does this. You're gonna go deeper into the cave and you're gonna see this place. This place is normally locked off of a key, but you get a key from the guitar quest, I'm pretty sure. So in here, it's gonna take you to the arcane pickaxe. In my opinion, this is the best pickaxe in the game. This is number 1. This is what you want. The reason being is because it has very good mine power, very good, well, kind of good mine speed, but a very good luck boost, and it has 3 rune slots, and it is relatively cheap for its price. When we get into the pickaxes later into the video, you're gonna see this is very good compared to the ones that cost more and are kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, if you do play enough to get this much money, you're definitely gonna want to buy this pickaxe. It's the best out of all of them. So I'm just gonna say that right now. Alrighty, so this is where it gets somewhat serious, because if we do go here, we're gonna see these pickaxes are ramping up in prices. 10k, 22k, 67k, 37k, 98k. So everything is ramping up in price, but I'm gonna show you guys what I did in my opinion. So this is what I did in terms of pickaxes. I went from cobalt to titanium, then to mithril, then to lightite. The reason I skipped uranium is just because I feel like the 10k price difference doesn't do a lot. It is only that much of a difference. And you might as well save up for the mithril, which does 80, which gives you over the threshold to mine something and gives you a little bit more luck. And then you go to lightite, which is super good for some reason. Yeah, now that I'm reading this, I did not see that it also gave a 45% luck boost. This is the second best pickaxe in the game, just because it has 2 rune slots instead of 3. So that's the order I would do it: cobalt, titanium, mithril, lightite, and then arcane. Now, there are other pickaxes, and you can play this completely differently than how you want to. You can do whatever you want. Remember, this is a video game. Play how you want. This is just the most optimal strategy to get money. Go over here and accept Sensei Moro's quest, because these give you so much money. These are the best things you're going to do. As you can see, I'm still on his final quest. This Dark Eye Door, I have been at it for legitimately 10 hours straight, just mining the same rock over and over again, and I cannot get it. It is very rare, but it should be worth it because he gives like 30k per quest, and since this is his final quest, I'm expecting something goated. So what you're gonna do is you're basically just going to follow this pathway, or you can take the cannon at spawn. It kind of sends you right where I want to go. I don't know why I took that way. So over here, you're gonna see a lot of quests. This guy's very simple. He's gonna talk to you about the lore of this island, and then he's gonna say, hey, can I have a health potion, please? And you're just gonna give him a health potion. Quest completed. This guy at first is very hard because he wants you to kill all the mobs in there, and he doesn't really give a lot from what I've noticed. So he's a repeatable quest, so don't worry about this guy. He's not aura, bro. Now this guy on the other hand is somebody you wanna take notice of. This guy's another one of the main quest lines. He basically has you just kill every mob here, like I think it's 6 or 7 times, and no pun intended. So basically grab this guy whenever you can. He's gonna have you go into the ruined cave and kill a bunch of mobs. Now that you're in here, now that you're in the cave, there are 2 parts of the cave. There are the normal parts that go a little bit down with the skeleton rogues, the death axe skeletons, the axe skeletons. I'll show you all of them in a second. And then you're gonna go up here to the Ashen Passage to get another pickaxe, which is 150k. This girl also has a quest for you. It's very difficult. It's actually, I guess it's a repeatable quest too, because she has the question mark. So yes, so it is a repeatable quest. It's basically just killing all the guys under here. I'll show you that area in a second. Basically, this pickaxe is 150k, and this pickaxe sucks ass, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. You get 2 rune slots only, a less percentage luck boost, and 135 for 25k extra gold. This is not worth it. Do not get this, all right? So basically, under here, you're gonna find some basalt veins. This is a very good way to AFK grind, because you can kind of just stand right there and mine the basalt veins. So I would do that if I was you, if you really want to just AFK. I don't like AFK, because it messes up a lot. But basically, mine these, or you don't really have to mine them. You can kind of roll in this place. So this is the volcano area, and this is what I mean when I wanted to talk about enemies. I see so many people struggle here, and it's very easy to kill the enemies, because these quests require a lot of these guys, and it is very hard until you get to like level 70 like me. So what you want to do for these enemies is, please, guys, block. I see no one block. I see 2% of players block. Learn their attack patterns. If you just learn their attack patterns, then it'll... Okay, I messed up there, but I keep messing up. This is a very bad example, but if you learn their attack patterns, it becomes very easy. I'm messing up like crazy, and I don't know why, but you kind of just want to learn their attack patterns, then attack, and if preferred, you can get a heavy weapon like I did, and you kind of want to just do that. Now, these Reapers are a very different story. Their animations are very weird, so I kind of don't know when to attack, and they're very strong. Like, I normally team up on people with this, because I cannot kill these on my own. I don't know how to kill them. They despawn if you, see, they despawn if you go a certain limit away. But these guys are very difficult to kill, so you can kind of just skip them for now until you learn how to kill them. But you only need 5 for most of the quests. Same thing for these skeletons. They're very easy. Just learn their attacks and then attack like I just did. And that basically covers the mobs. The mobs up top basically have the same attack pattern as these guys do, so you don't need to do anything differently. While we're down here, I guess we're going to talk about the 2 types of basalt things you're going to find here. You're going to find basalt cores and basalt veins. These do spawn up there in the cave, but they're very common down here. They're going to be the only 2 things you find. So for this thing, you're going to get 4 items, and it's going to contain some good ores, but not a lot. And then the basalt core, you're going to get 2 items, and it's not going to really contain anything good. And then the basalt rock, which has 250 HP up there, you're really not going to get anything good. But that is in my case. In your case, what you're going to get is you're going to get a bunch of new ores, which are going to help you forge a lot. And then also down here, you're going to see these volcanic rocks. These give you the super rare ores, if I could just show you. This is what gives you the really rare ores, like, let me see, like, demonite. As you can see, rocks, volcanic rocks. This is like one of the rarest ores, and it's also going to give you the darkite that I need for this quest. It's a 1 in 6,000. So these are definitely very, very good, but this is about it for this place. It's very good for completing the final quest and getting rare ores and such, but I want to go up to the actual cave and show you guys what's in there. So this area houses the skeleton rogues and the axe skeletons, the bombers, and the death axe skeletons. Now, the skeleton rogues, same attack pattern as the ones down there. Okay, well, this guy messed it up. Let me find another one. As you guys can see, just learn the attack patterns and you'll be perfectly fine, because if you don't, it's going to be much harder to kill these guys. So down here, you're going to find your death axe skeletons, and you're going to find the basalt rocks. When you come here, you guys are going to want to relax, because these are going to give you good ores that you can use to forge and create better gear. And it's kind of rinse and repeat from there. So Death Axe skeletons are similar to the skeletons that you're gonna find in the lava place. They have very simple attack patterns, so they're very easy to kill, and they only have a little bit of HP. Of course, 7 mobs that is spawn on me, so I'm just gonna get rid of all of them. It took me way too long to complete these like skeletal threat quests because I didn't know how to block. So for enemies, to wrap it up, always block against them. Please always block. It makes me so angry when people don't block. Just block and you'll be perfectly fine. Now, there is another pickaxe for 500k, but you can't get to it. I'm gonna put it on screen for you right now. It's very bad for its price, in my opinion. That's why I said you're better off getting the light at pickaxe when you can, or the arcane pickaxe if you ever play that much. Now for foraging, I want to talk a little more about this because it is a very confusing concept, so let's get right into it. With the forage, you can combine ores for over 1,000 variations and stuff that's ranging from specific buffs to cool ass armor to things like that. If we were to go in the index and go to forage, you can see everything you can get. So there's all of this stuff that you can get, and the hardest thing to craft in my opinion is the heavy helmet, because you need a shit ton of ores, and for it to be good you need a lot of ores, so you can imagine how hard it is. Now I want to stress this, that do not sell your really good ores. Use them on the forge or save up a lot of them to get something really good. So as you can see, I'm saving all my legendary ores because down here you're going to see this thing called the multiplier. Now this multiplier works, if it's higher you're going to get better, if it's lower you're going to get worse, and this multiplier is affected by what type of rare ores you put in it. So if I put a bunch of demonite, this is the 1 in 3,000, so it's going to multiply it by a ton. But if I was to put something rarer, or less rare, like a 1 in 800, it's going to go down. Or a 1 in 1,000, it's going to keep going down because of how rare this ore is. But if I put a 1 in 3,000, it's not going to change because it's slightly rarer than the two ores I just put in a slightly less rare than demonite. So it's not going to change. That is why getting heavy good armor is so hard, because to get a high multiplier you need a shit ton of these rare ores, and that's going to be really hard to get. So what I would recommend for you is to get a bunch of epic ores. So get a ton of epic ores, get anything you can. You're just gonna basically combine everything to try to get something a little bit higher, or combine a lot of like common or rare ores. For example, if we go to my equipment, my armor gives me 120 defense, 140 defense because I enhanced it a little bit, and then 60 defense. This is all made out of cuprite, as you can see, other than this one, which really sucks, unfortunately. Believe it or not, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's cuprite is not a rare ore, it's an epic ore, and it does really good for me. It does wonders for me, so that could be something you guys work towards. The cuprite is only found in the lava place though, and you do need a good pickaxe, so your guys are going to be stuck in the caves for a while before you can move on to the lava place. Now, this might be a lot of information, but it should be really easy to learn the more you play. I kind of learned as I went, and it actually did pretty good for me. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is if you go over here next to this fissure, you're going to see this little goblin place, and right here, there's going to be a goblin that wants 85,000 gold, and he's going to give you a key to go in here. And this place, I don't know much about. I actually know nothing about this place, but there's a whole index place for it if we go down here. And I'm pretty sure this is where you get a lot of the really legendary rare ores, and there's slimes and stuff. But I'm not completely sure how this place works, so I barely have mine here. But the special thing is if you go under the waterfall, then or if you dash in here, sorry, you're gonna get his cat, and his cat's gonna be right here, and you can complete that quest and get a cat lover title and stuff. Once again, it is very much rinse and repeat, in my opinion. You're gonna need to rinse and repeat, foraging, getting ores. It's basically, if you're into that kind of game, you're gonna like this game a lot. I think it's very unique, especially the foraging, because of how much variations of armor and weapons you can make. I think you guys are gonna like it a lot. If this video was confusing, leave a comment down below what you want to know in specifics, and I'll try to explain it the best I can. And if it's not the best, you can always check the wiki. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and we are trying to get to 10K. So please do that. Anyways, guys, have a nice day/night wherever y'all are, and I'll see y'all later. Peace out, everybody. Bye.